I opened the tub. He's poised and posed for the camera. So I got to show you my Blue Line Sun Glow. What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily. I'm standing by my papaya tree right in the back there. Look at all those papayas. That's a pretty cool. And that's a papaya tree that grew from a random seed that was blown in the wind during a hurricane. Never planted that tree, and I got a huge papaya tree. But that's Florida for you, and it's still 87 degrees here. You guys are freezing your tuchuses off up north, from what I hear at least. All right, well, we're gonna go into the snake room. We're gonna be looking at some more cool boas because everyone seems to like the boa videos and anything else that strikes my fancy. So without further ado, let's see what's going on at the facility. All right, here is a really special boa. This is a Scoria Fire Diamond. Donald Rowland made him. Got him in 2021. He is probably going to be ready to breed this season. When I first got him, he was like white colored because Scoria is really reduced pattern and reduced color. So does Fire Diamonds. Fire reduces everything, and it was really white. As you get older, you get a little bit more of the Scoria coloration, but you can still see he's got a lot of pinks in him and whites in him, and he's definitely got enough size on him and age to do some breeding. The question is, who should we breed him to? Not really sure yet. You know, I'd love to get some more pattern into this guy. I'm thinking something maybe leopard or onyx would be kind of cool to breed it to. So I haven't really decided what I'm going to breed him to, but he'll probably go to some girl this year. Maybe even our 50% Hog Island blood. So this is a blood gene mixed with some Hog Island blood. So no pun intended, of course. The blood gene is a recessive trait, and then Hog Island is a locality boa. They're small, they're very light, usually like a freckly looking snake, and someone made this. I don't even know who made this combo, but it was really beautiful. I mean, it's one of the nicest looking bloods I've ever seen. That Hog Island locality look worked really well, especially with the blood, especially if this is an adult female that's ready to breed probably, and she still looks really special. She doesn't look like any blood I've ever seen. Just exquisite. I got to think about who I want to breed her to. Probably to something blood, I would think, or head blood at least. I got to see what I got in the collection that might qualify to produce something. It's got to be something that has lightness in it. I would think I would want something with hypo in it, like hypo blooded something or another. We'll see. Think about it. Since we're showing bloods, here's our hypo blood leopard female who's been putting nice size on. I think I showed her to you last week. She's really nice. She's got some really nice coloration. Hypo and blood work really well together. Hypo and leopard work really well together. And so when you put all three of them together, you're going to get a really nice looking, interesting red snake with some darkness still in it. And hopefully she'll be ready to breed maybe in another year or so. We'll have to see. She's been putting on nice size, but taking my time with it. All right, here's our little blood leopard boy who became a proven breeder this past season. He also was proved out to be het Call albino, which was really kind of cool. We could possibly put him to our Hog Island blood. Everything would be het leopard, everything would be blood. We would probably get some lightning effect from the Hog Island blood that's in there, the 50% Hog Island. So it's a possibility if we would want to get leopard into that breeding program. So I'm thinking about possibly using him again. We'll see. Look at this beauty who just shed out. This is a IMG, increasing melanistic gene, Call albino. Possible het leopard. I think it's going to prove out to be het leopard, to be honest with you. It has a little bit of a leopardish look to me. This is a female. I don't think she's big enough to breed yet. I think she's gonna have to go another year. She's at 21, so yeah, she's gonna need at least another year, maybe even 2 more years. But she's got some really nice colors in her, and you can see the IMG gene, what it does to those eyes. The eyes are just super dark, and on a regular albino, they're kind of like a light reddish eye. With the IMG, you get that dark. And look behind the eye stripe behind the eye there. Back it up a little bit. You can see that eye stripe is much darker too. And all the markings on here are much darker because of the IMG gene. But then you get this like light pink tail, so it's kind of interesting how these things develop. The IMG gene expresses itself really differently in every snake I look at. There's no predictive pattern whatsoever. The only thing I can say for sure is if you put Motley and IMG together and nothing else, you get a black snake eventually. But that's about the only sure thing I can say. All right, here's a snake I very rarely show you guys. It's one of the first carpet pythons I ever bought. The female died, unfortunately. A couple years back, it got egg bound when I was breeding it. And this is a supernova jag carpet python. I actually gave him a name, Archie. I think like Archie Bunker from All in the Family, for those of you who know. He's actually 10 years old today. Or, I don't know today, but this year he was turned 10. I've yet to breed him successfully because I never really bred him after the female died. I was breeding those two together. This supernova is a line bred trait, and I want to really keep it. It's kind of like from the beginning, I wanted to kind of keep it going. So I'm trying to think of a female, find a female that I think is worthy of breeding this guy too. You can see how light this snake is. It's really, really breathtaking. When I bought him, he was like white. It was white and black. So all the little grayish brown patches were black, and the yellows were all white when he was born. Or not when he was born, he was about a year old. Because carpet pythons are born dark and then they turn light. They go through an ontogenetic color change at a year old, which he did. And he's a beautiful looking snake. So we'll see. Maybe we'll breed him to something this year. I opened the tub. He's poised and posed for the camera. So I got to show you my blue line Sun Glow that I produced in 22 last year. Putting on some nice size finally. And he was the product. He was probably the best of the best that was produced from my blue line Sun Glow male and female that I bred together 2 years ago. And these were the imports I got from Europe. And look at how beautiful this little boy turned out. You can still see the blues in him. He's got some yellows in him too, because they all turn a little yellow as they get older, but look at the blues in him. He's just really, really, there's my cover shot right there, right? He's doing so well. And you know, we'll just continue to watch him grow, and eventually we're gonna hopefully get to breed him to something. Any chance I get to show off this little beauty, I will do it. This is our Phantom Boa. This is a hypo paradigm. We talked about paradigms yesterday, being one copy of Sharp Albino, one copy of Boa Woman Caramel T positive, creating a little creamy intermediary. And this contains the black-eyed anery gene as well. So it's like a moon glow using the black-eyed anery gene and in paradigm. So we call this the Phantom. Really nice, beautiful black eye. Unlike the Blizzard, which would be the Sharp Albino version of this, which has a red eye, this has a black eye, and just this like ghost-like, it looks like someone just drained the blood out of this thing. It's totally ghost-like looking, beautiful white looking snake. What a beautiful boa. This little boy hopefully will be breeding for me maybe next year, hopefully. He's just starting to eat some bigger prey items, so we might get him up by next year. All right, here we go. Another beauty. Call Albino, Hypo, Jungle Motley, 50% Het Leopard. I would bet $1 million this thing is Het Leopard. But so it's a Call Sunglow, the hypo and albino together called Sunglow, Jungle Motley, and then Het Leopard, which we know visually looks like something. It doesn't just, it's not like a hidden recessive, even though I think it's called a recessive. This has got a lot of what we call pink coralling. When it was born, it was like totally pink all over its sides. The mother was originally from Jeff Ronnie. I bred her. The mother actually died down probably a couple of years ago, but he was the best of the best from her litter and held him back, and he still hasn't bred for me. And he is a 20, so he's 3.5 years old. Why he hasn't bred, I don't know. I don't know if it was the female I put him with, but we'll try him with something this year. I'm gonna put him with a different female this year. See if he gets the job done. And we'll finish off with a little Mexican black king snake action here. These guys just all ate, so I'm not gonna bother them too much, but what a beautiful black snake. I love these, man. I have 2 pairs of these things I bought. They're really kind of cool. I don't want to freak him out, but like I said, because they just ate. Oh, there he is. He's shaking that tail. Like all the colubrids do. Corn snakes do it. The king snakes do it. Yeah, I've yet to see a king snake eat another snake. These things get a little bigger. I gotta feed them some dead ball pythons or something, or ball pythons that maybe don't make it out of the egg or something like that. Kind of cool. But yeah, they'll eat each other soon, so you gotta keep these guys apart. They do like to eat other snakes, that's for sure. Right now they're not eating other snakes, we're feeding them pinkies or fuzzies. All right, we'll leave them alone. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today here at Palumbo's Pythons and Boas. I'm standing here in my front yard. You can see all my little tropical trees I plant. I have my cacti I planted down there, and they've been growing really well. It's been raining like crazy, so Pablo's pairing up those ball pythons for me. So when he goes home today, we're going to have hopefully some big breeding action over the next couple of days. This is the season. 'Tis the season. As we approach the holidays, most people start pairing snakes, myself included, around October 31st, Halloween, the 1st of November. Usually boas go in right after Thanksgiving, so the beginning of December. And then 8 weeks I don't feed for when it comes to the boas. The ball pythons, I'll feed them if they eat, because you never know when they're going to breed. They don't have any seasons anymore. But the ball pythons and the carpet pythons, I'll stop feeding for 8 weeks. I'm going to try to brumate the blue-tongued skinks and the corn snakes that we're going to be trying to breed this year. So breeding season's upon us, and big stuff coming up. I also have the big Super Bowl bodybuilding coming up the November 2nd weekend. So I'll be in Orlando that whole weekend covering bodybuilding events. Hopefully I'll be able to get some snake videos up for you before that, so you guys have some stuff to hold you over while I'm gone. But we still have several weeks till that happens. Guys, hope you have a great week planned. I am heading in now for some dinner with the fam. We got soccer this weekend. You'll probably be seeing this video on Monday. So if you like what you're seeing, as I say every day, show us the love. Hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, hit that like button. I'll see you back tomorrow morning.